My name is Colton Heunisch, and today I'm going to talk to you about LeBron James versus Michael Jordan and why LeBron James is better. The argument of who the GOAT is, which is the greatest of all time, is growing because LeBron James is getting near the end of his career and his stats and accomplishment are right alongside with MJ. A lot of people grew up with people always saying MJ is the greatest of all time and no one's ever going to pass him, but that is wrong. I'm here to prove to you and help you understand that LeBron James has now passed Michael Jordan in the GOAT conversation. I will show you the stats that proves LeBron is better. I will show you why championships aren't everything and the accolades between them. First, we take a look at the stats between them. As you can see, the stats come from sportsnews.com. As you can see, Michael Jordan averages 3 more points per game and 0.7 more steals, while LeBron averages 1.2 more rebounds per game and 2.1 assists. And they are tied at 0.8 for blocks. So in the 5 major statistics, the ratio is 2-2 with 1 tie. So let's take the 2 extra assists LeBron has than MJ, and let's turn those into points. So each assist is worth 2 points, that would be 4. So we add 4 to LeBron's 27. All of a sudden he has 1 more points per game than Michael Jordan. So technically he's a better scorer than Michael Jordan, who's the greatest scorer of all time. And as we can see, he has a better field goal percentage and 3-point percentage, and MJ only has a better free throw percentage. And now we can take a look at the advanced stats over here. We can see value over replacement. LeBron James is way higher than MJ, which means he's that much better than his replacement, or the person that he subs in for, than MJ was to his. We can also see that LeBron James has more win shares, which means LeBron James wins more often. He wins more 1-1 matchups on the offense and defensive end. And he has a higher true shooting percentage, and then all the other things are basically tied. So MJ basically doesn't win any advanced stats. So straight up stats, LeBron James dominates MJ, and stats cannot lie. But if you need more proof, there is. Accolades is a major topic MJ fans like to bring up. The accolade comparison is from thelandofbasketball.com. MJ does have 3 more championships and 3 more finals MVPs, and he does have a Defensive Player of the Year and 1 extra MVP than LeBron. But LeBron James does have more All-NBA first team selections, 15 to Michael Jordan's 11. In the 2012-2013 season, LeBron James should have won Defensive Player of the Year over Marc Gasol. Gasol didn't make the first team defense All-NBA, while LeBron James did. According to HotHoops.com, 3-time winner of Defensive Player of the Year award, Dwight Howard laughed when he heard the news that Marc Gasol had won over LeBron. That year, LeBron was known as 1 through 5, meaning he could cover all 5 positions without any problem. And another reason he didn't win was people don't like seeing LeBron James win. He won MVP that season, so they don't want him to see him win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. And then MVPs is an important thing to bring up because LeBron James has 4 and MJ has 5. But LeBron James should have at least 6, maybe 8, because in 2014 to 2018, LeBron James returned to the Cavaliers and went to the finals all 4 of those years during his 8 finals consecutive streak. In 2015 and 2018, he brought teams that shouldn't have been in the playoffs to the finals. And everyone was so scared to play him during these years that they started making super teams like Golden State, which made a team of 5 All-Stars, which had never been done before. And everyone that watches basketball knows that he should have gotten multiple MVPs during these years. So then, if you give at least 2 MVPs to LeBron, all of a sudden he's at 6 and MJ's at 5. And with all that, now you can see LeBron James has been robbed of many awards in his career, and maybe the most robbed throughout history. Alright, and now it's time to talk about what MJ fans love the most: championships. MJ has 6 with a 6-0 record, while LeBron James has 3 with a 3-6 record. But going to 9 finals is better than going to 6 finals. MJ has played way weaker teams in his finals than LeBron James has. And according to the basketballforever.com, LeBron James has faced 17 All-Stars to MJ's 10 in the finals. And we can take a look at the stats to prove this. You can see MJ has never played a team that had a net rating of over 10, which the higher the net rating, the better the team. And you can also see LeBron James has played 5 teams over an 8 compared to Michael Jordan's 2. And another thing Michael Jordan had over LeBron was Michael Jordan has Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen is a top 50 player all time, and they were on a team together for all 6 of their finals. And Scottie Pippen did everything but scoring for the Bulls during that time. He would rebound, assist, and defense everywhere. So all MJ had to do was score. And then LeBron James is only top 50 player of all time. Is probably Dwayne Wade, but he only had him for 2 finals championships. And during that time, LeBron James still had to do everything. He had to score, assist, and play defense and rebound. And then last thing about championships argument is, if you're a person who thinks championships are everything, then Bill Russell would be the GOAT. Because Bill Russell has 13, which is more than MJ and LeBron combined. And then there's one thing people forget about MJ is that he is 6-7 going to the finals, which is a losing record. So how can your GOAT have a losing record going to the finals? And LeBron James has a 9-4, which is a very good win percentage. And also, if winning is everything, as most MJ fans still like to say, then why do they both have 13 playoff appearances, but LeBron James has 5 more playoff series won? And also, people like to say LeBron James isn't clutch or doesn't show up in the big games, but LeBron James has 5 playoff buzzer beaters to MJ's 3. And also, in elimination games, which is go home, win or go home, LeBron James is far superior. He's a 14-9 record to Michael Jordan's 6-7, and the stats in the games, LeBron James is better. So ask yourself, who is more clutch? And to wrap it all up, LeBron James is better in the 5 major statistics. He's way better in the advanced statistics. And LeBron James would have the same or even close accolades if he wasn't robbed throughout his career. And the championships argument is unfair to LeBron because the competition that he played, and if championships do mean everything, Bill Russell would be the greatest. And the narrative that LeBron James is not clutch is probably the worst narrative of all time in all of sports. So when you add it all together, LeBron James is the clear better player. I hope I've opened up your eyes to see who the real GOAT is. Thank you.